Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Backwoods Horror Show.
Nah, it's something dumber than that.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how we roll. But it's just going to be the three amigos tonight. We had another special guest lined up, but a special curse with that one happened again, so he won't be with us. And Grandpa is a little bit under the weather this evening too. So,
Well, do you mind if I do something for our fallen brothers? You know they're sick and everything. So
no, you're good. Go right
sure.
ahead.
Hold on, I just got to get a little mute music here. So we hope you guys are better. We'll take care, take medicine, take vitamins. Do they still have Flintstone vitamins?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's the problem with the world. No Flintstone vitamins.
That's all out. So Joey T and Grandpa, just take care, okay? This is going out to you guys. All right, there. Did you like that? That was nice, right? That was a little.
That was very pretty.
There you go. So, no one can say we don't care. I'm just saying.
I guess the cocaine up in northern is a different cut. I guess ours has like it's mixed with like the BC powder or something. You know, that's what they cut it with down here, so it keeps us healthy.
I thought that was the C in BC powder.
Hey, we're on YouTube. Can we stop talking about powders, please?
Fuck them.
And delete it.
Oh
Unfortunately,
damn!
they're evil. I'm sorry.
Fentanyl, I think fentanyl.
Hold on, I got some. There we go.
Well, I have kind of binge watched something that's right up Poe's alley, and I'm kind of interested if he's been watching. Have you been watching the new Fallout?
Oh yeah, I did. I
So
binge watched that. I am a nerd. I am a Fallout nerd. I played all the games. So everything I felt like I was a little kid, you know, like
yeah,
like, "Ooh, I know that. Well, kind of like the movie we're talking about where they have a meme of Leonardo DiCaprio go, "Hey, look, there I am." Look, I kept doing that the whole time. Like, babe, they got a Yago eye. Babe, check this out. And I was like, look, they got the magazine right there. That magazine, was it Wasteland Survival Guide? And I was like,
yeah.
there's. I was probably annoying more than anything. I was like,
Would it not be fair to say that Leo probably is the most memed actor in Hollywood
oh yeah, dude.
ever?
Probably.
Yeah, he is.
Between his Django,
Yeah.
the Django meme, and Wolf of Wall Street,
Oh yeah.
and now
Mhm.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I love the gif that people share of him from Wolf of Wall Street where he's dancing. That's my favorite thing when he's all at the office party. That's one of my favorites.
So I haven't played hardly any of the Fallout games. Did it follow the game
Oh, for sure.
game or
1000% it did. And me and my brothers are going to get together and talk about this because we've all played the games and we're, watching the show. So that I don't want to get too far into it because that's going to take away from the show I'm going to do with them. But
yeah?
I'll tell you what, you don't have to play the game to enjoy the freaking show.
No, you don't,
I
because
mean,
I've never
it
played the
is
games.
So
And where is
so-
this streaming?
Amazon Prime.
Yep, Prime.
Right.
Amazon
Yeah.
Prime.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, and
Like I said, I've
Walter
never played any
Goggins.
of the games either.
Walter
Yeah,
Goggins'
Walter.
performance in it is just
Dude,
amazing.
Walter Goggins should be in everything.
He should be.
He should be in every
I'm a
movie.
little disappointed because he's been in a Tarantino film before. He was in The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I wish he would have been in the movie we're going to be discussing tonight, but it didn't take away from the film. But I think it would have added. I think it would have added more to it because man, like I said, Walter Cock, anything he elevates any project he's attached to.
yeah.
He's just one of those character actors that he always brings 110% to everything.
Yes,
I
it
think
does.
because of this, he's just gonna keep being in stuff. And I mean, we need to have Walter Coggins drops in this show, because I mean that's just we'll have to get some.
Walter Coggins versus Henry fucking Rollins.
Coggins.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yes, sir. That's what we should do.
Shoot, yeah.
What was that shitty? I say shitty. I actually liked it, but that back several years ago, that Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, the western he did with
Diablo.
Walter Coggins.
Yeah, Diablo.
Diablo.
Mhm.
Yeah, he had the 2 Schofield pistols in it.
Yep.
Oh shit! I need to watch that movie. Is it pretty good western?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but
it's worth
and
watching.
Scott Eastwood, I don't think is a bad actor. But when you pair him up with Walter Coggins, he just made Scott Eastwood look like he didn't even need to be in the movie.
Yeah, awesome. I mean that, and I mean, could you imagine being Clint Eastwood's son and decide you want to become an actor, and you kind of look like your dad a little bit, and everybody's going to be expecting that out of you.
And
so
your first starring role, they say, okay, we're gonna pair you up. Yeah, it's a western. Not only are you having to fill your father's shoes, okay, let's pair you up with possibly the best character actor in Hollywood alive right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't fare well for poor little Scott. Yeah. Because Walter,
it's
a good film, but Walter stole the show, you know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think he would be a more stuff, but I think that his dad is kind of not with the program that they got running right now, and so I think that kind of, which sucks, because who cares what his dad believes, and more power to him. That's why we live in America. But anyway, I think that kind of took away from Scott. That's why Scott Eastwood won't be in a Marvel film, or he won't be in, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because his dad did that whole skit with.
Hey, he made it to the Fast and Furious franchise, so that counts for something, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, he's been like in the last 3. Yeah.
Oh damn! I think I would have rather been in something else, but whatever.
I don't think he even tried another western after Diablo, did he? That I can remember.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. After
I really haven't followed his career though.
He probably sat down with his dad and he's like, "Here, Dad, I got a copy of my first western." And Clint just leaned across and looked at him and said, "You need to stop."
Squinted at him.
Rolled the cigar to one side.
He's like, "Sonny boy, don't even need westerns. You don't
go to Italy and do some westerns, for God's sake."
Yeah. You're gonna make me bring back The Unforgiven 2, aren't you? Damn it, I'm too old for this shit.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Clint Eastwood just walks into Paramount Studios and starts blasting people. You killed my son's movie career. Blam!
Dude, I don't think they could do a western now, because you'd have to have everything like represented, and it's like, did y'all hear about that one with Shogun? The Shogun series. Mm-hmm. It's based in freaking Japan back in samurai days.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, there's no this race of people isn't represented. This it's freaking Japan. They didn't make it. They didn't make it there. Like,
and if they did, they cut off their fucking heads back then. Yeah. I mean,
You
know what can no more. He'll go.
What is transsexual Indian doing here? I don't get this. Shove up his head.
You die without honor, sir, ma'am, whatever the fuck you are.
Sir, they are coming over the hill. Whoa, how many? No, just one. Jeez. Yeah, so there was a big so that's stop attacking period pieces. I mean, that's the reason it's historical. You're not gonna represent 1,000 freaking people.
Stop attacking everything.
Well, I mean Shogun, it's like back in samurai days in Japan. It wasn't
Oh, shit.
multiracial, cultural. It was Japanese. You know, it's like,
You know, I'll tell you one thing we're not going to see though is a Civil War era movie with
oh dear God,
African Americans as Confederate soldiers, because that actually happened.
Yeah, it did happen.
There were over 25,000 African Americans that served in the Confederate Army,
Mhm.
and they did so freely, and were allowed to serve right alongside. They weren't discriminated against. They were allowed to serve right alongside
Mhm.
all the other soldiers. And unlike in the Union Army, where they had to be in their own regiments and weren't allowed to serve with
Yeah, that was the
white
funny
soldiers.
thing. The Union Army segregated them. The Southern Army just mixed them with everybody. So
like, come
that
on,
yeah.
you're gonna go fight. Yeah, it's. I guess we'll
Yeah,
save the
it's
history
crazy.
lesson for another show.
Yeah, I was about to say we could go all day on stuff. Like
Yeah,
this.
I know. No, and we were. It's funny that you bring this up because we were talking about this the other day. Like, people don't really go back in history and see the different, because there's different literature out there that shows, you know, different perspectives of what happened. So you have like the popular authors, which were CNN back in the day, and then you have the not so popular authors writing about the same shit, and they're like, you know, the I guess renegade news or something. I'm not even going to say Fox News because they're pretty much like CNN, but they're just pandering to a different group of people. But yeah, it's the popular people that got to write about this, and this is what was kind of given out to the masses, and that's why I say, you know, question everything, and you know, do your research. I mean, look it up. You know,
Well,
there.
throughout
Like,
history,
I gotta grab something.
the victors, the winners, always write the history books or control what is allowed to be distributed.
And not to say that there hasn't been horrible things that happen, but oh well. I mean, it is what it is, and we're not the most evil country to ever exist. I'm sorry. There's 10 times worse that other countries have done. So that's why I get mad when people shit on America. I'm like, hey.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, like that country, whatever country Scott Baio's from. Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Scott
Baio. He's from your dreams, isn't he, Cody? Well, you had that dream that time, remember?
I take Hypnosil and booze to block him out.
Shit, that might have been what caused that Scott Baio dream you had that time.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't remember what that dream was, but I remember it was very disturbing.
I had a dream last night.
Scott Baio dressed up as the Easter Bunny. You don't remember that? With a knife, and I was a little girl in the little girl from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in the pink dress, and I was like in a big factory.
Nice.
Yeah, just like I was a little girl from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, in the pink dress, and I come around the corner and here's Scott Baio in a big Easter Bunny costume with a butcher knife, and he goes chasing me through this factory. Oh, it was terrifying.
Were you skipping rope? 1, 2, Baio's coming for you.
Hippity hoppity.
Oh, jeez.
No, Cody's not coordinated enough to skip rope.
Tripped over the rope.
No.
Oh my God.
Well,
shoot.
Oh.
There is a new movie that just hit, and I wanted to watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but Night with the Devil, I want to see that.
Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, it's on Shudder now, I think.
Yeah. So I want to see that. But then
it's getting a lot of buzz.
Oh yeah. I think it's I want to see it. So hopefully it'll probably be a future episode here. But going through trailers and stuff, I did see something I thought was pretty interesting. My wife showed it to me last night, and it's M. Night Shyamalan is a part of this.
Oh yeah, his new one.
It's called Trap, or no, not that one, but there's another one. It's called Trap.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
with Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett. Yeah. I just watched the trailer.
Freaking Josh Hartnett's back.
Night Portland. Yeah, that's what I said.
Harnet's back. Look again. Let's see. Other things. My God, maybe I should just pay for YouTube Premium. This is driving me insane. All right. I'll show the trailer for people that haven't seen it. And have you seen it, Trav?
I'm not sure. Possibly.
It's new, so
Yeah.
yeah, it looks great.
Brand spanking. All right, here we go.
Hands together for Lady Raven.
Hurry, come on.
Wait. I gotta tie my shoe.
No, Dad jokes. This is serious. Come on.
I'm sorry. Lady Raven.
This is an interesting concept for a movie, though.
Yeah, it's definitely original.
Literally the best day of my life.
Is that Rihanna? She sounds like
I
Rihanna.
believe so.
I think they just used Rihanna's voice.
I'm good, Dad.
It's AI.
Yeah. Everything's AI.
Probably.
Is that Josh Hartnett's AI? It looks like.
He might be AI.
Cooper, Jamie, what's with all the police trucks outside? The cameras everywhere, Jamie. I'm not supposed to tell.
Oh shit!
Something happening? I'm not supposed to tell. Don't rat me out. I won't. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up? Well, the feds or whatever heard that he's gonna be here today. So they set up a trap for him. This whole concert, it's a trap. They're watching all the
See, this is
exits,
where a black person
checking
should be
everyone that
racist
leaves.
against a white guy.
No way to
This
get
should
out of
be
here.
the first time. Like, I'm gonna tell a secret to this white boy. Hey, they're gonna set a trap up for a serial killer. Do you not know that serial killers are usually white? This looks so great.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
I'm sorry, Riley. What was that?
Look at that. He's all shit. Look at
Your daughter's never gonna forget this day.
that's gonna be a good type
That
thriller
That does
type.
look pretty good. I don't think I've seen him in anything in forever either.
Oh, dude.
Last thing I know, Penny Dreadful. He was in that series Penny Dreadful on Showtime, I think.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he played the Wolfman on it. And I didn't even get through the first season on that. I just didn't really dig it.
I know.
But what else was he in recently?
Oh, sorry. Got a phone call.
I don't know. I can't really think, and that's the thing. I think he took a break from acting to raise his family, which a lot of them do. They
Yeah.
just take a
Well,
break
no,
from acting and raise their family and stuff. And then I think his kids are old enough to where he can leave and do films and stuff. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the thing when you can see the difference in that with Hollywood kids and stuff. If their parents take time off and they go and be with them, take a long break and then they come back and they're in pretty much every. So Josh Hartnett, I think he'll be in a lot more.
Yeah, I think the last thing I really remember him in before that was probably 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, I was about to say 30 Days a Night. He
One of
looks
the-
like he's aged pretty damn good too.
Yeah. That's one of the
Yeah,
greatest.
'cause he's got a
horror
few
movies.
years on us, even. So
Yeah, he's in his 50s.
Oh shit. Well, there you
you
go.
think? Nah,
He's
he's
probably in his.
late 40s, probably.
I'm gonna say late 40s because he had to have been 2021 when
When he did
was-
Halloween H2O, yeah.
Yeah, and remember he was
And that
on
was
that other
98.
movie, The Faculty, movie that is always forgotten. I don't know
99.
why people forget that movie. It was awesome when it came out.
Yeah,
The
it was
Faculty
really
with
good.
the aliens and everything. That's
We need
a
to cover that sometime because
Oh, yeah, we will.
I hear they're making a remake. I don't know why. But
because they can't make anything else original. That's why they can't do anything original anymore. Now they're really not, because they're going to just have AI write everything. So whatever.
as long as they bring John Wayne back.
Oh shit, he's not that old. He's 45.
There you go. Goddamn,
Yeah.
you gave him more credit, dude. If I look
Yeah.
like that when I'm 50, shit.
Yeah. I'd say, damn, he's only 5.5 years younger than Cody. So yeah.
Damn.
You
I do have something else I want to share, I guess, before we dive into this movie that I found. Okay, so get ready, because there's going to be a lot of Rooster stuff that I'm finding that I'm going to bring to the table now, because I have I got legal ownership of Casino now. So let's see, I'm going to share this.
Well, that's good. Means you're keeping the Rooster in the loop.
Yeah,
We're proud of you.
Yeah, he. That's my boy. All right, here we go. Look, this is. I don't know why. I just think this is hilarious. This is from a movie.
You have something more to declare? Just my cock.
Most the coolest cock I've ever seen.
How would you like to come up to my hotel room and meet Friendly?
Printing.
Friendly.
That's the name of my cock. Your cock anyway. Well, he has to be healthy and strong. It's got to have that smooth, round, hard feeling, a well-finished muscle.
Well, I come straight to the point, Mr. Calhoun. Is there any way I could interest you in parting with your cock? My dear Mr. Calhoun, I must take a closer look. There's more than one way to get that cowboy's cock!
I'd like to propose a toast to our cocks.
Holy shit, that's freaking great.
It was a toast to my cock, to our cocks.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Damn.
You want to come up and see Friendly in my hotel room? Who's Friendly? That's the name of my cock. I laughed so hard at the last one. Gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast to our cocks. All right.
What is this movie?
I believe it's called, believe it or not, I think it's called Cockfighter or something. It's from the 70s. Yeah. I found 2 cockfighting themed movies from the 70s, and I've watched one, and the other one now is on the list. So,
Well, if there's one thing, the whole theme of tonight's show, if there's one thing that is without a doubt, is that in the 60s and 70s they knew how to party.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't have to worry about offending a bunch of little bitches either. So
Well, and I mean, okay, let's just say,
No, not little bitches, Trav. We don't call them little bitches on this episode. It's fucking hippies.
no. Dirty fucking hippies.
Yeah, there you go.
Dirty fucking hippies.
I will say this. Okay. Yes, there was a lot of bad things that were going on that are still going on today in the 70s, for sure.
Yeah.
There was a lot of neglect for people's safety on films in the 70s, 100%. A lot of stuff was gotten away with that you couldn't get away with now, in a good way, as far as respect goes to women and children in film. And this is just my opinion, but I do know that, and animals for sure. I mean, in the 70s, you watch a movie, an animal gets killed. That animal really died. Like, it's like animal snuff films. Like, yeah. They did not give 2 shits. Like, they're like, okay, well, the cowboy falls off his horse and he has to shoot his horse. That actually happened. Like, they didn't give a shit.
Well, and mainly the biggest thing they would do when they needed a horse to act, a horse to act lame, like it'd been shot or injured or something, that they freaking drive a nail in its hoof, or drive a nail in the frog of its hoof. They didn't have a horse trained to act lame.
Yeah.
They'd injure the animal.
They would.
Yeah.
And I mean, case in point with one of the movies y'all already awesomely covered was Cannibal Holocaust, which that was just full of animal death that they actually killed monkeys and turtles and stuff. But thank God that we got kind of out of that realm, and we do have safeguards in place for people. So, and yeah, I did want to point that out. Like there's a lot of stuff now that we do a little better than they did in the 70s, or a lot better, I guess you should say, in regards to treating people and all that stuff, how they treated people and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Nanner's in the chat.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay.
Hey, dude.
What up, dog?
How's it going, Nanners? Everybody, check out on Indiegogo. May 1st, the Finishing Funds campaign starts for Elvira's Haunted Asylum. So,
can't wait.
There you go. So, I guess who wants to start their thoughts on this film first? I hate to take the reins of everything. I need to shut up.
Do you want to do the trailer first, or do we want to go right into?
I think we should go into the trailer. The trailer's cool, but it doesn't do it justice. You just go watch the movie. Just watch the freaking movie, man.
Watching this movie 100 times doesn't do it justice. Because you're going to catch new shit every single time.
I do.
That's classic Quentin right there. I mean, it's Quentin Tarantino's 2019 Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Had a budget of $96 million, and the box office was $377 million.
Holy
so it did pretty well. Has a all-star cast: Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margaret Robbie, Luke Perry, Dakota Fanning, Damian Lewis, Mike Moe, who is Bruce Lee, who does a fantastic job being the cocky little Bruce Lee.
And this guy was not a big star either.
No,
Mike Moe,
no.
He'd give up acting and moved to Wisconsin and opened up a dojo, a martial arts dojo.
But he looked like Bruce Lee. That's what got him the part. I mean,
he looked like a Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
And Al Pacino, one of my favorite actors.
I mean, come on.
Yep. Kurt Russell and Zoe Bell, and I don't know if you got the connection on that from Quentin Tarantino's.
Yeah, both in Death Proof.
Death Proof, yeah. As Kurt Russell was the villain, and Zoe was the one trying to kill him in the end. And now they're husband and wife in this one. So
totally believable.
Yep. Timothy O'Fallon, another one of my favorite movies. A very underrated actor in my. Oh yeah. Damian
He's
Herron.
one of those guys that just never made the jump. Just like Rick Dalton, he never made that jump from which television's a lot bigger thing now. You know, we have movie stars coming to do television all the time. But when Timothy Olyphant was starting out, you know, he was in Scream 2, he was in a bunch of stuff, but he never got that big push, leading man push that he really did deserve.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then even what was it, the Santa Clarita Barbara diet that he done with Drew Barry? Is that the name of it?
Santa Clarita.
Yeah, something like that. That was a badass show, actually. I watched like 2 episodes of it, and it freaking hooked me. And then they set it up to go to a new season, and they just X'd it. I was like, damn, it sucked. I actually really liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like it. It's just something I threw on just to, kill time. But and how good was Damian Lewis as Steve McQueen?
Oh yeah.
I thought, man,
even though it's one scene,
yeah,
but when you mentioned party or something,
yeah.
I
mean, his body language, everything. I'm a big Steve McQueen fan, and I'm like, damn, this dude is killing it. He had it just on par. There's a lot of little bit of the stuff like that, That's what Tarantino's great at.
That's the thing, and Tarantino. Come on, but he always, I don't know how he does it. He always gets the absolute best out of every actor and stuff. Everyone from the background actors all the way up to the lead.
Oh yeah, even when they're way past their prime, like Bruce Dern. Look what he put him in. I mean,
Which you guys know that originally he had cast Burt Reynolds for that part as George Spahn. and
yeah.
Burt unfortunately passed away before filming.
Yeah. I'm not sure Burt would have been able to pull it off even if he
No.
wouldn't have passed because
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Bruce Dern, Bruce Dern's
Yeah.
a great actor, and
Oh,
he's
yeah, but
yeah.
poor, I mean, you know, did you see that episode of Gas Monkey where they had him sign the car they'd done? And that was several years before he could barely make it out there to the car.
Holy shit.
He
Steve
was
McQueen.
He was in rough shape. No. Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
Sam, they did.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't think he could have done the part even if he would have made it a little longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is without a doubt Leonardo DiCaprio's best role
Hands
he's
down.
ever played.
Yes.
I'm not a DiCaprio fan.
Me
But
neither.
he really plays his part perfect as which he may not really be acting in this, a snobby Hollywood elite.
That
Past
you
his
said it
prime.
right there.
That's past
But
his
he's
prime.
likable in this. He's
Yes,
likable in
okay.
this.
Well, in the ending, he's likable, and that's just because he finally learns how to kick ass, and Brad Pitt doesn't have to do it for him. But we'll get to that.
Brad Pitt still does most of the ass kicking between him and his dog.
He did. I mean,
Talk about another one past his prime that kicks ass in this movie, Brad Pitt. It's like, damn, yeah, he should have been the actor, and Leo should have been the stuntman, in real life instead of the way it was. But because the whole time you're just looking at Leonardo DiCaprio and like, you're just a fucking douche. You shouldn't even be making fucking movies. This guy should be the star,
I do like the element of like he's his best friend, but he's the stunt man, and they've just worked so long together.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how it just shows the difference between Leonardo, where he's made all of his money that I forget. Anyway, he's made all of his money through all of his westerns and all this stuff, and then you got Brad Pitt. He drives out to his little piece of shit RV that he lives in, that little trailer.
Yeah,
he has that dog.
Him and Brandy.
Yeah, I love that whole scene. I mean, that just you got to appreciate little scenes like that when he goes in the house and then the dog's like there and he's like sit there, and he's making his mac and cheese dinner, and then he gets the dog food and puts it in the bowl, and the dog's like making a noise, and he goes, "You make another noise, I'm gonna throw it in the trash." And he makes his dinner, then he gets in his chair, and then he does that. And I kind of do that with my dog now, where I go like that, and she'll jump in the chair. I love how he does that. He's like, and that dog just goes and just eats.
By far the bulldog, Brandy, the brown pit. She is the star of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Although they use two dogs, and one of them has testicles. If you'll watch closely,
that's the stunt dog.
That's the Brad Pitt dog. Yeah.
Yep.
But it all comes into play, like just if you pay attention to it. See, I've seen this movie I don't know how many times because I love it that much. But this
was my first watch.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, but you saw how it all came together at the end with every single thing.
I envy you, Trav, because I wish I could go back and have that first watch again. It was such an experience.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's like, even, Brad Pitt and Leo's, in the beginning, Brad, that's his boss. He understands that. And you can tell he really doesn't fucking like him. He
What
feels
are you
like
talking
he's
about?
holding back. And then, he's like, yes, boss. He's running. He's doing all these bitch errands for him. He's not even doing stunts. But then later on, they developed this friendship.
Well, that's the reason. The whole reason Cliff's not working. Brad Pitt's character Cliff is not working.
Yeah, later on.
And his Leo, Rick Dalton is that's his stuntman, his best friend, and he's basically hired, just keeping him working, just to keep his friend afloat.
Yeah, because he got that bad rep because everybody thinks he killed his wife.
Killed his wife, which
I think he did.
I haven't read
Could you
enough.
fucking blame him? Could you blame him? Just the 2 seconds
Yeah,
they
fuck
had her on
Rebecca
screen,
Gayheart.
I was ready to strangle her ass and feed her to the
He's
sharks.
just there, and he opens a beer, and then he's sitting there with that spear gun. I'm like,
Every man in America that has an ex-wife identified with him on that fucking boat.
Which that was a callback too to what's her name? Valerie. Shit. That
No, Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood. Where
Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood. When
yeah,
Robert
when
Wagner.
Oh, Robert. No, Shatner. Oh no, Robert Wagner was married to her.
Yeah, that was who she. Yeah, she disappeared.
Oh, okay.
She mysteriously drowned out on the boat with
Robert Wagner
him
killed his wife. No.
and that was a callback to that. You know, and there were so many. Every time I watch this movie, you catch more reference. I mean, everything is a reference to that era in film and Hollywood and history.
So
And,
didn't William? I'm sorry to go off topic here. Didn't William Shatner have something to do with like he found her in the pool or something?
No. It
was all
not,
Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner. It was that was his wife, and she. He said he was sleeping, and he came out, woke up, and she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's like, the best sleep I ever had in my life without her in my ear.
Yeah. Which they even tied in. Him and Christopher Walken were buddies, and they thought that Christopher Walken was tied into it somehow.
No shit. Damn.
Let's see. Yeah, she drowned off the coast of Catalina Island. I'm looking. Go ahead and keep talking. I'll let you know if I find something. But
well, you know, and it's very possible too. Robert Wagner was a great character actor.
She argued with her husband, actor Robert Wagner, who, along with Christopher Walken, her co-star in the film Brainstorm, were aboard a 60-foot yacht where she was last seen alive. So, Robert, what are you doing? Why'd you kill your wife?
What are you doing? Hold her head under a little longer. She's gonna come back. Come on. We don't have to put up with this shit.
You gotta hold her head underwater because that's how you do it.
No, that is not how it went, gentlemen.
You're committed now. I mean, you got to go through with it, you know.
Robert Wagner and Christopher Walken,
woman, don't you know?
They were partying it up.
Water.
They were partying it up, and she got tired of their shit and said, "Okay, I'm cutting you both off. No more drugs, no more booze. This ends right now." And Christopher Walken said, and I quote, "Say that again, and I'll stab you in the face with a solder knife."
Oh, I don't like your tone. You're talking to us all wrong.
You think she can make that tone underwater, huh? Huh? Come on.
Look how deep the ocean is. It's crazy.
Lots of shocks. Lots of shocks.
Oh my God. But
I can see this after they drowned her and her body keeps floating back up to the boat. They're poking it away with sticks.
Come on. I thought you said there are fucking sharks out here. I guess they're not hungry. I don't know.
This is crazy, Robert. We got to get out of here. We're going to find the body. Jeez. Anyway. Go ahead. Sorry, Cody. We got caught in the murder mystery.
Yeah, like I said, so many. This movie has so fucking many layers in true Tarantino form. But
now
back to Cliff killing his wife. They expand upon it in the novel. I've read that chapter of the novel.
Okay, now I can read the book.
I and admittedly I've not read the whole book. I will get around to it though.
They ran out of
no, he just skipped to the spots where they kill ex-wives. I know what he's taking.
No, he ran out of crowns and
That's a good one, Bo.
I ran out of crayons and I was still hungry, so I had to stop reading and get up and go get something else to eat.
I guess I
Yeah,
got my PB&J now.
Yeah, but in the novel, in the novel, they expand upon this, and Cliff, they make it out as actually an accident that he shoots his wife with a spear gun. Yes, he had it pointed toward her. Yes, he would have liked to have murdered her, but it explains the spear gun had a hair trigger, and he just had his hand resting on it there, and was sitting there drinking his beer, and a wave hit him, and it shot her and basically severed her spine, cut her right in two, pretty much in the middle. But he did try to save her, put pressure on it. He got on the radio and called the Coast Guard, and he did try to save her.
Put pressure on it with his foot.
You bitch.
Hold on, darling, I got it. So he did a Alec Baldwin before it was cool. That's what he did.
But in Tarantino style.
Yeah, Tarantino style with the spear gun. I do like now all those elements are awesome, like going through that, and I do like the authenticity of, I mean, I feel like I'm actually watching something from the 60s, like just
you don't feel like you're watching a period piece. You feel like you're watching something that was made in 1969.
Oh, yeah,
it's to the wardrobe to just the sets. I mean,
studio,
yeah,
it's definitely a love letter to the studios in the heyday back then. Yeah,
a love letter to 1969 Hollywood.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing I do appreciate about, and like I said, it's the little things here and there that you're spotting, you know, and you're like, oh shit, you know, that's pretty cool how they did that. I mean, golly, could you imagine, like, what was the budget to get all those classic cars? You know what I mean? Like, you know that he knows people with big car collections of old cars that are from that time and probably before, that you would see, you know, rolling around in 1969.
Oh, actually, there is a place that rents those. They have thousands of those cars.
Oh, no
and
shit.
They just keep them in just running shape, you know, where they're not performance or nothing like that. They just run where they can use, and some of them don't even run. Some of them are just cars they actually wheel out there and set. Yeah, there's a company that's all they specialize in, that and camper trailers and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Period. Correct. Nope. Yeah, I can't remember. I seen them on TV. They're actually a restoration business, but that's what they do is they just get all kinds of different cars and restore them just for studio
film
films.
The driving scenes in this movie. They shut down sections of the LA freeway for 4 hours at a time.
Holy shit.
I've never been to LA, but yeah, you know, well, they said it hadn't been done in like over 20 years.
Wow.
But they did it for Tarantino.
Oh yeah. They're like, Tarantino's making a movie? Yeah, sure, we'll shut this down. You know, I want to know what did y'all think about the storyline with, I mean, you know, Sharon Tate and like showing her, and she's, you know, getting ready to have this, you know, big career, and then it just kind of follows Sharon Tate. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool.
I really like the way they portrayed her, and I really like that Tarantino actually, before he even got the ball rolling on making the film, he got the okay from Sharon Tate's sister, and some of the jewelry that Margot Robbie is wearing when they at the Playboy Mansion party, the sister was actually on set and brought some of Sharon Tate's actual jewelry, and that's what Margot Robbie was wearing.
That just makes it even better.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she
I'm gonna have to watch this again.
She was against, the sister was against it at first, them making the movie when Tarantino originally contacted her about it. But then once he got her to read the script and saw that it wasn't just a retelling of the Manson murders, and you know, it was a retelling of the Manson murders with a happy ending. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, it's it's a Tarantino freaking twist on it. Like,
and it was also showcasing what a kind, generous person that Sharon Tate was. And
Yeah.
that's why her sister, once she read the script, she was 100% on board and supported the film.
See, that right there speaks volumes, because that's what, we're talking about, where her becoming a starlet and doing all this stuff and going through Hollywood and doing the whole, wow, I'm on a poster and I'm going to go to the theater and watch the movie that I was just in, and I'm not a big star yet, but I'm going to go do this. And her just taking it all in and showing what kind of nice person she was, got overshadowed with the stupid, Slippies and freaking Manson, like that's.
Yeah, and although she's she's not in the film but for about 5 minutes of screen time. But she makes an impact in that 5 minutes of screen time.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, by the time you get to the end, the third act, I mean, am I alone in this, guys? I mean, the first time I watched it, I knew the story. I grew up reading about the Manson murders, and I was, bail biting at the end of it, thinking, oh man, they're gonna kill Margot Robbie. Not only is Margot Robbie hot and love her as an actress, but they're gonna kill. I hope they don't show killing her and plus rehashing killing Sharon Tate, pregnant Sharon Tate, and they've depicted her as such a wonderful person in this movie, and it just makes the payoff of this film so much better.
Oh yeah.
I with the whole the Manson family story arc of the movie, I do like how they did that, where Brad Pitt, he runs into him when he's giving a ride to that chick,
the pussycat, to the hippie girl.
Pussycat.
And look at the detail they went into. Like, they're going down the road and she's like, so you want me to suck your cock? He's like, what? How old are you? And she's like, does it matter? And then she lays in his lap, and this is how much detail they went in. And she stretches her arms out, and she's got hairy armpits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. Yep. They do go into detail on there, And she is a hippie.
But that was funny when
I wonder if that was real armpit hair.
It could have been. It could have been. Who knows?
Might have been like Jackass. The production crew just shaved their pubes and glued them on.
Glued them under. It's like there's a lot of lice in this. It came from Leo.
He hadn't bathed in 3 days. It's
Leo
not lice.
Leo lice.
If you were as handsome as Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, wouldn't you just have like the nastiest junk ever and see if you can get away with it? Like you didn't shampoo down there and you went on a long jog, like
looked like dreadlocks, but you didn't do nothing with it.
Looked like a homeless person on a subway.
You drop your pants and reggae music starts playing in the background.
And she's like, and he's like, well, you want to sleep with me? You got to go through the torture.
Speaking of which,
sorry, that was a post.
Burt Reynolds, before he passed, he did actually get to contribute to this film. When he read the script originally, he told Tarantino, he said, when he found out that Brad Pitt was going to be playing the stuntman, which, Burt Reynolds started out as a stuntman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but he told Tarantino, he said, you got to add in a line somewhere where somebody says to Brad Pitt, "You're kind of pretty for a stuntman," which Bruce Lee says to him in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was straight out of Burt Reynolds' mouth. So at least, even though he had passed before this movie
tribute,
was filmed, we still got some Burt in the movie, and it sounds just like something Burt would say.
Well, how about that scene where he kicks Bruce Lee's ass?
I know.
Oh, so many people got pissed off about that.
Was mad. Like, that's the one part of the movie I like it, but I just you hate Bruce Lee. You hate the actor right then and there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't hate Bruce Lee. A lot of fans out there, sorry, but just how he's acting is like, these are deadly weapons. If I get in a fight with you and I kill you, I could go to jail. And he's like, anybody can go to jail if you accidentally kill someone. It's called manslaughter. I love that whole scene. It's so funny. Like, he's trying to act like he's
all right, Kato.
Yeah, all right, Kato. Yeah. You want to
he does these little what? And he jumps in first move. Brad just slaps the shit out of him.
No, Yeah, he
He
jumps.
lets him hit him. Brad lets him hit him, and then Bruce tries the same fucking move again, and he just fucking throws him into the car.
Yeah. Oh, that was
he
great.
was totally baiting him there. He was totally baiting
Yeah.
him.
Time.
With
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He let him hit him the first time to see what he was going to do, and then the next time he just fucking pile drived him.
And he was there because Brad was there because Leo was on set, and Kurt Russell was like, what was he, the producer or something of the
Yeah,
film? But anyway,
Stunt coordinator.
he's like, my wife fucking hates your stunt man. He can't be here. He's like, come on, we'll just put him in the set. We'll keep him low key. And then he throws him into the fucking car. And she says, what's going on?
It's my fucking car.
Yeah. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, what do you mean I didn't kick his ass? Well, that dent in that fucking car says something different. What? That's my fucking car. Oh, it was great.
Get your shit and get off the fucking lot.
And then Kurt's like, hey, I'll handle this. Yeah, get your shit and go.
Yeah.
Oh, just fucking one epic scene after another in this.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I guess
There is not a wasted second in this movie, and I will fight anybody who says different.
what is one of y'all's favorite scenes? Well, I guess we'll all go through, but what is one of your favorite scenes of this film? What is one of the favorite scenes that you have?
I mean, aside from the last 30 minutes, the entire last 30 minutes,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, the last 30 minutes, yeah.
We can go into that. Like, let's save that.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll
But
save that.
That's definitely my favorite, the last 20 minutes. But I tell you, one that really got me, I thought Brad was going to be at his end when he goes to the Manson complex. What was
Yeah.
that?
Oh man,
Spawn's
the tension,
Ranch?
the
Yeah.
tension build there is
Yeah.
amazing.
Quentin is still good at building that tension and held on to it for what, 10, 15, what is it, a 10, 15-minute scene right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Held on to it through
Yeah,
the
you
whole time. But yet Brad's still a badass because even at the end of it, he's going to his car and there's a freaking knife and all the fucking nasty hippies are coming up. It's like, hey, did you do this? Down there and fix it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, spits on the ground. He starts kicking the shit out of him until he fixes it.
Just punches the shit out of his face and
Let's talk about the Manson family too. There, I mean, all kinds of cameos. We got Danielle Harris. We've got Harley Quinn Smith, Kevin Smith's daughter. Also had not in the Manson family, but one of Sharon Tate's friends is Rumor Willis.
oh, really?
Bruce
What's your name?
Willis's daughter.
Folger? Yeah.
The Folger heiress. But what's the other one?
Oh, shit.
of the Manson family. Oh, Hawk. Emma Hawk from Stranger Things. Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Yeah.
Maya, I think. Maya Hawk.
Yeah.
And she plays.
Dakota Fanning was part of Manson's clan too,
Yes,
wasn't she?
Dakota Fanning. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, real quick, we got someone back in the studio there. We got we got someone hanging out.
Bring him in.
All right.
Bring 'em in,
All right.
yeah.
Well, here we go. A special guest, a surprise guest, Big Tom. What's up, Big Tom?
Hey,
Holy
Big Tom. What's up?
How you doing, buddy? You don't look
Are
like
you
you're
in
doing
a
great,
hospital?
but He is.
Holy shit, brother.
Buddy.
Oh wait, a celebrity.
I didn't know you were in the hospital again until you messaged me like 10 minutes ago.
I done myself good this time, man. I messed my knee up, blew my knee out.
Oh no!
Jacked my back up real bad, my lower back, and all my weight came down and smashed my head on the concrete.
Oh my
So,
god!
Damn it.
I'm battling a concussion and a whole shitload of pain.
Damn, brother.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah.
But he's still here, folks.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, he's still alive.
Hard
The question
fucking
is-
core now.
Which celebrity is he going to kill this time? Every time Tom goes to the hospital, a celebrity dies.
Oh my
You're
god.
right, man.
Uh-oh.
You're right. I'm aiming for Michael J. Fox this time.
Oh jeez.
It's time to take him out. It's time.
Hey, that's kind of wait, whoa, that's too easy even a target. Come on, up your game. We got Leonardo DiCaprio. We've been talking about all fucking night. So I mean,
no.
you can pick.
Bruce Dern. I mean, the buzzards have been circling him for years.
That's too easy.
I
It's got to be
wish,
somebody to catch us off
honestly,
guard.
I was actually thinking fuck my head. God damn it.
I say that all the time.
For a second.
Don't feel bad.
You know that guy from that movie, you know that one. Shit.
Cody, he's sounding a lot like you. Do you have a permanent concussion I don't know about, Cody?
I bet you know that. I may have had a few.
What the fuck is his name?
What movie was he in?
Redford? The guy from Taken?
Liam Neeson?
It's time to take Liam Neeson.
Oh, he's gonna be in
careful. Whoa, careful. That's a bad motherfucker. He may visit you in the hospital tonight. I heard you were looking for me.
Well, somebody probably needs to take him out before he does the Naked Gun remake, which I think he's filming right now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. He don't need to do that.
No. They need to stay away from that, man.
Unless they combine Taken and the Naked Gun, I mean, and do some. They need to combine Taken, the Naked Gun, and John Wick, and then he may be able to pull it off. That's the only way.
That would be as bad as if they tried to remake The Crow.
And have a cameo of Rambo in there, too. That's the only way that film will make it nowadays.
Dude, I couldn't even. I saw that remake I posted of, was it Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
No, Freddy Krueger.
Nightmare on Elm
Oh, yeah, the one.
Yep.
I didn't get a
with
chance
Millie
to
Bobby Brown.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, please don't. Please, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone said it was fake, so I was kind of happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what's pissing me off now. I see all these fucking trailers and I never know if it's real or not.
That's the problem, dude. There's too many motherfuckers out there that are capable of making shit that's kind of believable.
Yeah. They're like, IR have iPhone and AI. I can make stuff now. And it's like,
I hate
dude, I saw another one. It got my fucking hopes up again. Conan. And Arnold was been wanting to do that for years. And I saw it and I got to watch it. I'm like, shit, this is AI.
Dude, Jason Momoa was in the last one. It's not.
No, not that one. No, this is supposed to pick up right after the Barbarian or Destroyer. I forget which was the last one. But yeah, it's supposed to pick up after, he tells the little hot chick, he has his own kingdom. And he's got to go to it. And yeah, that's the one Arnold wanted to do. But I kind of want to see that. It'd be.
I got my own kingdom.
What, in the hospital or in the toilet?
I have two. Look.
She got you on that one. What, in the hospital or in the toilet?
No, shit, dude. I walk in this place like, oh, you want your usual, sir? I'm like, yep, room 3, please. Fucking never.
Leave him in on the pillow.
I can see it. They got somebody in room 3 doing CPR on him. They're like, Big Tom's back. Nope, come on, wheel him out in the hallway. This is his room. Slide him in.
It's like, this place is better than Motel 6. They're like, hey, we'll leave the light on for you. Man, no shit.
Fluorescent lights, so you wish you weren't in a hospital. That's what they leave on for you.
Yeah. I walk in and I scan my license and it's like all my information. So I sit down and the guy calls us back and I look at him like, hey, you're the guy that got me the last time I was here a couple of weeks ago for pneumonia. It's fucking good. It's great when you know everyone in the hospital. You walk in, like, hey, what's up, champ?
Guy looks up.
Putting your
Big
kids
Tom,
to
did you
fucking
remember your
college.
punch card this time?
I forgot. I won't get my 7th punch for my free tapioca. Dude, I learned really fast. Like, I was talking to my wife and everybody about going back to doing wrestling again, and dude, I fought the house and the house won. So I don't think I'm going back to wrestling again.
Yeah.
Ever.
If you do, you need high amounts of cocaine and steroids.
Fuck yeah, dude. I need to go back
So,
to do my 3 cycles of HGH and fucking coke because holy shit, there's no way at 41 you're gonna see me running around fucking trampling on people without killing myself or someone else.
Dude, I hear you. I'm in relatively good shape at 41, and I had to climb up in the back of a truck today at work, and I just jumped out like I used to back in the day.
Oh, dude,
Granted, these newer fucking trucks are a lot taller than they used to be.
Yeah, they are.
I hit the concrete ground, and there was pain hitting areas of my body that I haven't experienced in a long time, and I'm like, fuck is this?
What's that?
And then my dad started talking to me from heaven. Dude, like, son, you take better care of your body. You're going to feel it when you get in your 40s. I was like, yep, I hear you,
Fuck
Pops.
yeah, dude. Yeah, yo, he ain't kidding because dude, my helper, when I'm doing my detailing, I make her get in the back of the pickup trucks to clean the roofs and shit. Because I ain't fucking climbing the ladder anymore. Fuck that. So she goes up there and does that. She jumps out of the bed onto the concrete, and I cringe. I'm like, oh. And like, I think back, I'm like, dude, 20-some years ago, I was jumping like out of 8-foot, 9-foot, 10-foot wrestling rings onto the ground. So, but
didn't think anything of it back then, right? I mean,
no, not at all.
Oh wow.
Let me know when you're
I'm good. I'm good. I'll say goodbye to them guys, and I'm good. Hey man, the doctor's here, so
all right.
continue on, guys. Just figure out hop on with you and say hey.
Okay,
So,
Tom.
Good hearing from you, Big Tom.
I'm not live tonight, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm in getting some repairs done. So.
All right, man. Well, wishes
I'll
to you.
catch
best of luck to you, buddy.
Take care,
We'll be
man.
thinking about you.
See y'all later.
Yes, sir. Okay, there he goes.
Damn,
man, poor Tom.
Hardcore motherfucker in the hospital, and he jumps on the show with us. Damn.
I saw him in the
Hardcore.
background. I didn't know a hospital. Like, I thought it was like a fake background or something. He's like, yeah, oh shit. Like, he's really there. Jeez,
Damn.
poor guy. Well,
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, we wish you well.
And when Tom gets out of the hospital, be sure and check out the Big Tom and Gene Show on WYSP.com.
Yeah.
And wherever all great podcasts can be listened to.
There you go. And the Hawks Den and Tiberius and all that stuff. They got a lot of stuff going on over there.
Grandpa Goes Country.
Oh yeah, Grandpa Goes Country as well. So where were you on do you even remember?
We were talking about the Manson family.
Oh, the Manson family. Yes.
And I tell you, and look who he got to play Manson. I mean, you only see him for what, 2 or 3 minutes in there? But Damian Harrison, Dewey from Justified. Who would you ever thought would have made a good Manson? But he nailed it to a T. Creepy as fuck.
First off, he played he did that role so well. Yeah, he's in Mindhunter as that's the that's the only problem I have with this film is we didn't get a classic Manson rant like, oh yeah, the race war and all this stuff, and he, like, just going crazy.
It was a cut. It was actually, there was a cut scene whenever Cliff's up on the roof fixing Rick's antenna, and he sees the Twinkie truck. That was actually a cut scene. Matt Ranson was there doing goofy shit, talking to him down from the street.
Really?
I saw it, and I see why they cut it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about why didn't we get a scene like him in, the Manson family, in him doing his crazy, Manson.
I really don't think it was needed because that was not the main story. That was not
not
the
needed,
the
but
movie was
would have
not
been
about
nice.
the Manson family.
I
It was
Well,
about
it was
Rick
about the
fucking Dalton.
Manson. It was about the Manson cult, though.
Yes.
So I feel it really. I mean, it'd be like doing a Jim Jones biography without having a scene of him mixing the Kool-Aid. You know, it just wouldn't work. So, I mean,
I'll tell you,
I feel they missed that.
the exact. Thank
No,
you. No,
I
you
don't.
see what- Okay.
That's the only thing I see that it missed. But I mean, this is my first watch too, so
No,
I
I'm sure
feel
I'll
like
have a
it
lot
would have
more
pulled
critics
the.
about it.
I feel like it would have pulled the focus off the
What
important
Tex?
characters.
What Tex? Because he was the closest thing to a Manson rant we got was Tex.
Yes.
Who
And
went on to play Elvis, mind you.
yeah,
Holy shit, that is him. Damn.
yeah.
Oh, they could have done
Yeah,
more with
and
that.
I ruined the new Elvis movie. We still haven't watched it yet. Krista wants to
actually
watch
good.
it with me,
It's
and I
good.
said, yeah, I'm an Elvis fan. Shit, yeah, long live the king. But
It's really good.
when I told her it was the same actor that played Tex in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, she said, "Really?" I said, "Nah, it's something dumber than that."
No, he nails Elvis. He does
he-
a great job.
He played a good psycho. He did, and how they had the girls with them, and going towards the end of the film, the last 30 minutes. It really it's so funny because it comes together because when Brad Pitt is out there at the ranch and they call for Tex and stuff, and he runs into him and all that, and actually he doesn't run into him, does he? He doesn't even see him because when Tex shows up, Brad Pitt's already gone. He left.
yeah,
No,
Brad.
Tex is there at the beginning. Tex is there at the beginning. He meets him.
Oh, he does.
That's how you recognize him later in the film. And he's taking the couple on the ride through the hills.
That's right.
Because they gave horseback tours.
That's right. Yep.
Which the Manson family actually did. They
Yeah,
actually
that's right,
stayed at
'cause he
the
done-
Spawn Ranch.
He done got his car fixed, and I don't remember. He said something to Tex when he was still on the horseback because he never got off of his horse. I don't know. It was something along the lines, "You come down off that horse, I'll beat your ass too," or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but
No, well, Tex
a lot
didn't make
better
it
than
back.
that.
Tex was just
No,
riding.
he
He was
didn't
just
make it
riding back down the hill as he was driving off in
That's
the
right.
car.
As he was driving off, and he looked up. Yeah, that's right. Now, who the hell did he say that to? Oh, it might have been all the women that were coming up there.
All the women, the Manson cult were coming over there, and he's beating the shit out of this guy. He says, "Come one step closer, and I'll knock his fucking teeth out."
That's right.
I love that.
Well, what's left of him anyway. Yeah.
Well, and then
Which is what I love about the character of Cliff Booth. He is like the last of the old school white. He represents that whole 1950s genre.
Yeah, like
of,
Steve
of
McQueen
Hollywood
era.
actors. The tough guy, white hat wearing good guy,
Yep.
and which was things were changing, and there was a big tonal
Oh,
shift
yeah.
with the whole hippie movement, Vietnam, and everything in the
Yep.
late '60s, and really, I mean, the Sharon Tate murders that really kind of signified that was the death knell in the coffin of the '60s culture. I mean, after that,
pretty much.
in the '70s, people started locking their doors more. It became the world became a little less unsafe.
Yep.
Not that it ever was,
So
but to the public eye, the world was becoming smaller too.
Yep. True. So that
We
was
weren't to the
my
internet age yet, but it
one
was,
of my favorite parts. So we were covering before we had our a surprise guest. What was your favorite part of the film other than the last 20 minutes? And that was mine there, where he goes to the ranch. So it's one of you guys' turn now.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'll elaborate more on yours. I can't gloss over Bruce Dern's performance in this.
True.
So great is George Spahn, and when Cliff's trying to wake him up and get his attention, who the fuck are you? He's like,
They he thought they'd killed the old man, you know. But no, that ginger bitch
Yeah.
was actually there fucking the hell out of him, keeping him happy.
Yeah.
Like, what, George? What happens if you don't wake up and get your rest and wake up and watch FBI with her?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. But she'd be disappointed.
I think
Like, Cliff, Cliff, I really appreciate you coming to see me. It really touches me. But I gotta go back to fucking sleep.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I like my favorite scene is when Rick Dalton is on the set. He's playing the bad guy. He looks like a bad guy. He's sitting in the chair.
Caleb Decatu.
Yeah, Caleb Decatu.
Which was on a real show. Lancer was a real show in the late 60s and early 70s.
But yeah, I didn't know that, but I'll have to check it out because I like watching older TV shows. But
yeah, I can't think of the name, but Timothy Oliphant was actually playing. You know, he was playing a certain character, and Luke Perry. Let's not forget about Luke Perry and his last role. Sadly.
Oh, really? This was his last role.
Way to go out though. And a
Died in
Tarantino.
52.
That's your last one. That's your last one as a Tarantino film. Come on.
Not young.
I mean,
that's a gangster way to go out. Yeah.
That whole exchange with him and that little girl when he's talking to her and he's reading that book and you know that whole conversation that they had, and where he realized, like, you know, like I'm gonna play the hell out of this. You know, I'm a bad guy or whatever, but and then that whole scene when he's, you know, acting and stuff, and I mean it was great. I like that whole that part of the movie. I think is one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
When he's on that set, he's playing the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I did laugh when he's like, line, when he spits the water.
Hey, that, and I hate to give DiCaprio any more credit than I have to, but anybody who's a big Tarantino fan knows Tarantino does not allow improv in his movies. He wants it done exactly like he has written it. And that was completely improv by DiCaprio, and he kept it in the film to screw up his lines. And then the scene right after that where he's having this breakdown in the trailer, cussing himself and throwing shit around, that was all improv by DiCaprio. And Tarantino liked it so much he decided to keep it in the film.
DiCaprio did the same thing in Django. I mean, when he smashed that glass and actually cut his hand, but that wasn't part of it. That wasn't a part of the scene, and he did. So I think Quentin lets Leonardo do that kind of stuff. No one else could probably do it, but he lets him get away, and it turns out great. I mean, you actually felt bad for the guy. You know, it kind of made him human in the movie. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh, he's going to do this scene.
That's the thing. That's
up.
And I know it's an odd comparison, but this I gotta compare this movie to the television show Seinfeld, because a lot of times you could really ask, what is this about? It's not really about anything right now, but you can't stop watching. You're just completely drawn in.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, about the time you're about to lose interest in this and be like, what the hell does Cody have me watching? It reels you back in. I do got to agree with you on there.
I mean, it's just 2 days in the life of this aging Hollywood actor at the end of his career, and his stuntman who also, you know, doesn't have much of a career left. And
they take a break, like after he does that, and then he decides to do those films overseas. It's like what, a 2-year span until we get him back at home.
8 years.
6 months. 6 months.
Oh, 6 months.
No, 6 months.
Oh, 6 months. That's right. I thought it was 2 years. But anyway, 6 months span, and then they come back. They fly back over to the States. Leo has a wife
and
now.
you get that great monologue by Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah.
The narration.
Come on, dude. What do you think about that freaking that when they go back to his house and they're like doing the last hoorah together in the last part of the film, and he gets that cigarette that's laced in acid
that he bought off the hippie.
Yeah, he bought off the hippie. He's
So
like,
that was only 6 months. I could have swore it said 8 years for some reason. I guess I was
6 months. He shot
6
four
months?
movies in
Okay.
He shot 4 movies in 6 months in
Okay.
Italy or in Rome. He went to Rome. Yeah.
but that whole thing was pretty.
Before we
cool.
get any further, gentlemen, we cannot not mention Al Pacino in this, although not a big role.
He did in the beginning.
Playing the
Yeah, I agree.
Italian producer.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just like he's the little producer, and he.
I mean,
Yeah, it's almost
Rick Dalton's films, and he's like, Rick Dalton. He lost out on The Great Escape and all this, and they're like watching his old film.
I love that. I don't know about you guys. What do you think about the CGI them superimposing? Whenever Rick's saying nope, never even got to try out for it, and then they show when he's talking to Timothy Olyphant on the set of Lancer about the Great Escape, and nope, never even got to read for the part.
Yeah.
That it shows him.
He was in that part, and he
showed
got
all of his clips. Yeah.
But yeah, that whole thing, and then they liked him so much, and then of course he gets upset, because he's like, I don't want to be typecast as this cowboy or whatever. But then he comes to realize, especially at the end of that part we just talked about, when he's on set of Lancer, that okay, I'll do these cowboy movies, but I'm not going to be not cowboy. There was a spy thriller too he did, but he was started being the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually made him the hero over there.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what actor do you think they're talking about? Was there an actor?
Well, got to be Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. I mean, that's where he got his big start. He done Rawhide.
Spaghetti westerns. Yep.
And then whenever he went over and did the Sergio Leone Man with No Name movies in Italy, that's what rocketed him to stardom. And next thing you know, he's starring.
I caught that reference because I'm a big Clint fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
But, yeah.
And,
but like how they'd been apart for 6 months. And the first thing Leo says to Pitt was like, "Hey man, it's been a while. How you been doing? Hey, how's the wife doing?" He's like, "No, I'm just fucking with you."
They hadn't been apart. He went with him. No, he went with him.
Did he? I thought they'd been apart for a while because he walked in.
No. It shows it where he does in the 007 ripoff where when the cars jump in the bridge and it.
You'll have to excuse me. This was my first watch.
It's all right.
Fair enough.
Hey, yeah, you've only seen it one time.
There's a lot to take in on this movie. A lot.
There still is.
So
I've seen it how many times, and I still find something new.
I wish I would have had at least enough time to watch it again before.
But that scene with Pacino toward the beginning, where he's explaining, which I mean, you're seeing these two master actors together, sitting across from each other, and Pacino's explaining to him how hey, you were leading man. You were kicking everybody's ass when you were doing Bounty Law, that series. And he said, since that you quit that to go for the movie career, that didn't work out. And now what are you doing? You're going and playing the heavy, getting your ass kicked in all these shows. That's just a downward spiral. He said that which was what actually happened with a lot of those stars of the late 50s and early 60s.
Even look at Pacino's career. He done that too. And then he came back up from it. So it was almost like Tarantino wrote that part about Pacino's career that he was explaining to him.
I never even thought about that.
Could have been.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a big Pacino fan, so that's.
And what Pacino, when he brings up the 14 Fist of McCluskey, which is a direct reference to Inglourious Bastards, the ending of Inglourious Bastards, where they fucking torch all the Nazis in the theater. And in the 14 Fist of McCluskey, he torches them all with a flamethrower.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're right.
This movie, I mean, Jesus Christ, Tarantino, this guy is operating on so many levels above most other people. I mean, the way he can layer his stories and where you can still watch it for the umpteenth time and still be finding new stuff and still be
Oh, yeah.
talking about new stuff.
And I can
It's
see why it
just-
takes him so far in between each film to do one, because all the layers he puts into a film, it's not something he writes in 6 months and throws out there. I mean,
No.
he does this for a while because it's like, wow.
Which have you guys heard that last week his announcement that he's dumped his 10th and final film he was going to do called The Movie
Oh, no, I
Critic?
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he's completely scrapped it. He's not doing. He's looking for something else. Which I was like, oh well, I think this is. I don't see how he's going to top this film. But then I found out
know.
The
It's
Movie Critic
Tarantino.
was supposed to be. Well, it was supposed to be a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was going to bring back Cliff Booth.
Yeah.
No, I think
Which
they should. This is a movie they should just leave it alone. Just leave it there.
yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah, and
Tarantino's
I think
not really a
that's what
sequel guy either.
No, he isn't. He isn't.
So, yeah,
No,
that's probably why he
which-
scrapped it.
Even Kill Bill was intended to be two film. I mean, it was intended to be two.
Well,
films
it was
from-
wrote that
from
way,
the
though.
beginning.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
from the beginning.
exactly.
Yeah.
But and I understand why he wanted to do a sequel to this because he just fell in love with the characters so much. And like you said, this project was originally inspired by when he did Death Proof with Kurt Russell for the Grindhouse double feature. That
No
we've
shit, I
seen.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
So-
and what inspired it was he had Kurt Russell and his stuntman. It was the same stuntman he'd had since Escape from New York back in 80 or 81. And just the relationship they had together, even though there weren't a bunch of stunts going on, Kurt Russell took his
That's cool.
stuntman. He got him work on every film he worked on. He just wanted him to be there, and they were best buddies. And that's what inspired him to start working on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which the title for it for several years when he started working on it. He originally started working on it as a novel, and then he realized this would be better suited as a screenplay. But Kurt Russell and his relationship with the stuntman, that's what inspired the whole thing. And just super cool.
I don't know. I mean, he's done everything. So what can you do if you've done everything? You've done every genre.
Magnum Opus. That's what I was getting at. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Okay.
That never happens.
Where'd that come
Magnum Opus was the original title for the film or for the novel, and then when he started decided to do the screenplay, he changed it to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a callback to Sergio Leone's films, Once Upon a Time in the West and Once Upon a Time in America.
That's good because Magnum Opus sounds like a French porn movie or something instead of
Magnum Opus. John Holmes.
Well, he was writing that as his Magnum Opus, which was like greatest. I think translates to greatest symphony.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We'll have to see.
And this, to me, definitely, this is Tarantino's greatest film. And I kind of hope he decides not to do a 10th film. Not that I don't want more Tarantino,
I don't
but
know.
this.
I kind of hope he keeps going because he's not that old.
He's
very
61.
creative. Not that old. That's not far from us either, fucker. You need not that old.
Just a few years, yeah.
Old wrinkled ass is still making movies, dude. He's like,
Yeah. I mean, look, Clint's 93.
At least was 94.
What?
That's right. He is 94 now.
Old.
I mean, and look at the Mule. He wrote, directed everything in the Mule, and the Mule was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I guess
And I still thought he could have bitch slapped Bradley Cooper in that movie anytime he wanted to.
Sure, he probably could. He probably still could. But so, are we about ready when Cody gets back from tinkling to jump into the last 20 minutes of the film?
30 minutes.
20,
Well,
30, close enough.
We won't take 30 minutes on it, but yes, the 30 minutes.
Oh,
No.
are you, Poe? Are you forgetting what show you're on?
Much longer.
Dear God.
But we did talk about changing our format to one film instead of two, so we can
Yes. Oh
just
yeah, if we were
divulge more
doing
into
2
one
films,
film.
we'd be here
Yeah.
till midnight.
Oh yeah, there's no way we could do. There's no way we could do two on this one. Yeah. Could you
No.
imagine if we tried to do this one in like Death Proof or something like that?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There's no way.
Hey, I am all for doing the Grindhouse double feature at some point.
Yes.
Because
Maybe make
how many
that two
times I
shows.
saw it 3 times in the theater. I know we
Dude,
I mean you went to see it the first time.
I saw it twice in the theater. Then I got the box set of the DVDs, and I've watched Death Proof 5 times at least on
But
my DVD.
that was just the ultimate theatrical experience.
Yes, it was awesome.
When we saw
And
it with the
it was back to
trailers
old
and
school.
everything.
Yeah.
I went.
You had the intermission. You had the intermission where you had time to go take a piss and take a dump and get more snacks and popcorn and run out to your truck and fill up your whiskey flasks and yeah.
Y'all really
Oh,
let it go.
One.
Well, we couldn't sneak in beer because we like
Oh
to
yeah,
drink
all
and
clanking
yeah.
and everything. Yeah, I get
But
it.
what was funny, every time we'd open our flask or our Dr. Pepper bottle, we had it in one of them. It's like the aroma would be around, and everybody's heads would just come up, and they'd be smelling the air, looking around like dogs, and we'd be like, "All right, port, okay."
Yeah, you can't have like bourbon or whiskey. You have to do vodka or something.
No, we didn't do that pussy shit. It was 101 turkey is what we had in our stuff.
Yeah,
So
you would smell that in
it
the-
filled up the whole area when we cracked the bottle open every time. And then the little guys would come with their little lights looking around. We're just sitting there
Who's
with
getting
our
drunk in here? No one.
sodas, yeah. But yeah, the last 30 minutes is the creme de la creme of this movie. Brad Pitt finds his cigarette that he'd left in there forever from the armpit hairy,
Yeah, the
hairy
hippie
bitch.
girl.
And says,
He says,
well,
"Why
fuck,
not?
why?
Why
And they,
not?"
well, him and Leo's been out drinking all night, and they get back at midnight,
Well,
and he
not to
decides to
mention,
smoke
yeah,
an
not to
acid
mention-
cigarette and take his dog on a walk.
yeah.
And then Leo
And not
makes
to
a picture of
mention,
margaritas.
He finds out that he's him and his buddy of 9 years, his best friend of 9 years, are going to have to be going separate ways.
Mhm.
And yeah, so he's like, why not? I'll smoke an acid dip cigarette. And
Yep. And it looks like a piss soaked cigarette too. It's like
Yeah,
it does. It
yellow.
does.
It looks nasty. It's like, oh, dude, don't smoke that. And then the hippies roll up in their car with no muffler. Right when
And
Leo
this-
gets his first picture of fucking margaritas, like, what the fuck? Are those fucking hippies?
Fucking hippies.
Are those goddamn stinking fucking hippies in my private fucking road? He goes out and confronts them with
Another
a
really
picture
cool
of margaritas.
thing about this is they Tarantino actually he got access to the actual car that they were driving that night, the 59 Belvedere, and had an exact replica made of it.
Holy
for
shit.
the
No
movie.
shit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Wow. That's fucking cool.
Right down to the rust spots, everything.
That's badass. That is
But
badass.
and this part of the movie, I think, is why I will have to disagree with you two gentlemen. On this is why Manson was left to a small role in this. The emphasis needed to be on these 4 or these 3 as the villains,
Kinda,
as the
but
main antagonists.
they're the henchmen. Manson's the one in charge.
Pretty much.
But but
And
the
that
only
being
thing
said-
I disagree with you on this is it makes you feel like Manson's not really paying attention to his covenant, and Tex is the one that's really in charge, is what I got from it.
Which is even better.
True, for the way they were going. But yeah, I really thought, because I remember the story. on this, and this was my first time watch. I know, we grew up hearing about Sharon Tate's death and all that from the Manson clan.
Watching the Fearless
DiCaprio was out
Vampire
there.
Killers.
Yeah.
In fucking house shoes, shorts, a robe. It looked like a silk robe at that, with a picture of Frogan Margaritas. What are you goddamn hippies doing?
Slam on the hood.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Okay, we're going. We're going. He's like, let me turn around. He's like, fuck you, you ain't turn. Put it in reverse. Back down that. You drove up and you can back. Come on.
He cocks the pistol even. Tex
Yeah,
cocks the
and
pistol.
I'm like,
and then
oh.
he slams on the hood and yells at him again. He's like, oh, fuck.
And he
He's
jumped.
scared him.
And I'm like, and was I wrong? I was really wanting to see Leo's head tunnel hold. I really was.
No.
I really was. I'm sorry, but that would have been great.
That was funny when he did cock the pistol and he was and then he got scared because he grew up watching him as a cowboy, so that kind of played a part in it where he was intimidated by him because as a little kid he would watch that show.
Yeah, saw him playing a cowboy, and then he went to a very bad man. So he's probably scared shitless of him too.
And then I do like how they did that, where they got confused and they were gonna go to the Tate house, but they ended up going to Rick Dalton's place.
Yeah, well, we got to go here because they saw our faces.
Yeah,
they the way they blend, the way that Tarantino blends factual history with just the
Fiction.
fantastical, of it, element of it, and you never know what you're going to get next because he sprinkles in just enough historical fact, just like showing Charlie Manson in there, just giving us a brief moment with him. You don't know even by the end. By the time you get to the third act, whenever they roll up in the valley there to the Polanski Dalton residences, you're like, you don't know, or at least personally I didn't know which way it was going to go. I had that feeling of dread and that pit in my stomach, and especially with Margot Robbie's portrayal, even though she wasn't in the movie a lot, but she just played such a likable character.
Yeah, and we knew she was going to get gutted. I mean, you freaking knew.
There's no way. You know how the story ends. You know how the story ends.
But they just flipped it on its head, and it just became such a freaking like an orgy of freaking violence and blood.
Then Leo they drive off. Leo goes back. All right, fucking nasty hippies are gone. I'm chilling out in my pool with headphones. And he's sitting there with his fucking
Snoopy versus the Red Baron by the Royal Guardsmen.
And then Pitt gets back with his pit. Pitt gets back with his pit, and and he's like, "All right, I know you're hungry." And then the acid starts kicking, and he's like, "Whoa!" His fucking hand. He's like,
when he opens the dog food, drops it in there, he's like, "Whoa!"
And the dog's getting antsy. He's like, "Get back on that couch! Don't you get back down again, damn it, or you're in trouble."
I don't want to fight with you tonight, okay?
And then the dog knows it can't get off the couch or bark or anything, or it's in trouble. And he hears and smells the hippies coming, and he's like, "Oh shit! What do I do?" He knows he's going to get his ass beat if he says anything.
Yeah.
And then they finally come into play. And I'm sorry, but Brad Pitt was a badass in this movie. This is his best role, honestly. But he is a much better badass when he's tripping on an acid cigarette. Am I right?
I love that. He's just standing there and he's like, wait a minute, I've seen y'all before. I've seen
I know you. I remember your white little face.
Yeah. He's like, and you had a weird, stupid name. Like, nobody.
Rex or something like that. The one chick, the little white faced chick's like, God damn, kill him, Tex.
Yep.
He asked him at first. He said, "And you are," and he said, "I'm the devil," which was an actual line by Tex.
I'm the devil.
That what he actually said like I said, them sprinkling in actual facts into it again, where he said, "I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's work."
Yeah. He goes, no, it was something much dumber than that.
It's something dumber than that.
He's like, he didn't know how to take that. He's like,
kill him, Tex. Tex. Ah, that's it.
That's it.
Oh my god!
And then the fucking can of dog food to the face.
Chick's face
Holy shit! Breaks her fucking nose.
runs towards him, and he just chucks the dog
my
food in her
God.
face, and she takes out. Then she's just screaming the whole time. This actress, dude, that's all her lines were after that. She's just screaming her head the whole time.
And then he just goes, and the dog automatically goes for Texas crotch and is chewing his fucking
Oh my
dick
god,
off.
dude! I can
And he
imagine.
drops the gun. Oh, dude! And this pit bull, he'd been on some steroids. He'd been on some Hollywood juice.
Oh,
This
yeah,
son
it's
of a
like,
bitch was wide. It's like
And then that chick wrestles with him, and that part when he's like, and he looks, and that knife is in his leg. And then he gets so
And
pissed
he
off.
taps on it with his finger. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Then he gets so
Holy
pissed off,
shit.
he bashes her head in with the freaking what is it?
Everything. The
yeah.
phone first. The phone.
Yeah.
Phone's for you, bitch.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 and then on the what was it? The fireplace mantle.
The mantle and then the end table.
Oh,
Picks it up and
bashes
looks there.
her
Yep,
head
she's
in.
done. Yeah.
That's a suitable ginger death. Yes.
Oh man, but that scene that is just so freaking. It's violent as hell, but it's still funny. Like you're laughing during it, and then Leonardo's in the pool.
And the black haired bitch gets the gun, and she actually grazes freaking Pitt with the gun, and he falls, and then she's and runs through there and
falls
And,
scares the
and
fuck
I
out
love
of
it. I love it how Brandy, the pit bull, she's like, fuck, when the gun goes off, she's like, I'm done with this shit. She runs back there, just clawing on the door until Francesca lets her in.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
But another thing too, I wanted to bring up, whenever they first bust into the house and Cliff's standing there, and they ask who all's in the house, and he said something like, "There's just me and there's chick asleep in the bedroom," and he's still not giving up his best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. He
And,
didn't even say he was hanging out in the pool, listening to the radio or whatever he's doing.
He's probably in the back of his mind, like, damn, I hope he channels Rick fucking Rick in a minute and comes and saves the fucking
Rick
day.
fucking Dalton.
Yeah, Rick Dalton. Almost said Rick Grimes, but
Dude, in that scene
Girl,
when she falls in the pool, everything's freaking out. He's getting.
Well, he's
out
trying to help her at first when she
Oh,
busts
yeah.
through the window.
and she comes up and then she screams. She starts shooting the pistol with its 3 rounds left. And he's like, "Fuck!" And he jumps. And I never expected this. Who keeps a fucking flamethrower in their pool cabana? And he comes out with the pool cabana with the fucking out of the pool cabana with the fucking flamethrower, and he's like,
And they're playing
"Fucking
the same
hippie!"
theme,
And just freaking torches her
same
ass.
theme from the 14 fist, the ending of the 14 Fists of McCluskey.
Yeah,
Yep,
just absolutely torches her ass,
that was so great. I mean,
and she's still fucking screaming.
Yeah, and he finally gets his, which it just mirrors his whole career. With Cliff takes out the other two. Him and Brandy do. He does all the heavy lifting, and then Rick gets the hero shot at the end.
Yeah. Which
it is.
we left out the one hippie girl left them all there.
Oh yeah,
She
she got
flipped out and
Maya
said,
Hawke. Yeah.
yeah, she said that she left her knife in the car. And he's like, wait, Tex is like, wait a minute. You need a key. I locked it. And he threw the keys to her. And all of a sudden they hear the non-muffler car, and she takes off hauling ass. And see, I thought this was going to be a key part. I really did. I thought that was going to be a key part because, at the end of it, Brad's getting loaded in the ambulance, and Leo's going to go with him. Oh, no. You need to stay here with that fine piece of ass you got in the bedroom. Go console her.
Go curl up naked with that fine Italian bitch.
And he's like, don't forget about my dog now. She's going to be a little shook up. You need to take care of Brandy. And he's like, Brandy's already in there, Francesca. I ain't got no room, so I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
And Brad tells him, no, stay here. And then the neighbors, Sharon Tate up there, her boyfriend comes down, and Leo is talking to him. And
Not her
they-
boyfriend. Not her boyfriend. She's married to
Oh.
Roman Polanski. This is
Oh,
her
okay.
ex-boyfriend who lives with them.
Oh, that's
Jay
right. That's
Sebring.
right. My bad. Yeah, it was weird. But anyway, he's like, "You want to come up, have some drinks?" He's like, "Well, why not?" And I'm like, "Holy shit, here we go. All right." And in my mind, I'm thinking the way Quentin Tarantino thinks. I'm like, "All right, we done had one hippie bitch get away. She's went back to the Manson complex. He's gonna go up there. The heavy lifter's already down. He's in the hospital. Brad Pitt's gone." I said, "This is the second scene. This is where Quentin Tarantino is gonna shine, and he's gonna come up here, and the Manson and the rest of the clan's gonna come up and take the rest of them out." I said, "Now the movie's gonna start," and then it fucking ended. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was upset
That
on
would have
that
been
part.
way overkill. That would have been way overkill.
It's Quentin
But
Tarantino.
I love how they end that though, with him walking in, and you get the "Once Upon a Time in Hollywood" with the kind of dreamy music, reminding you that, hey, this is a work of fiction, and
Yeah.
it did not go down like this, and it although the movie seems to end on kind of a high note with the alternate reality, at the end you're still brought back to the reality. Like, no, this is just this is
The
just
film. Yeah.
this is just a film, and
But
these
that
horrible
was
things
the
did still happen.
only thing because he had me reeled in because I know how Quentin does, and I was like, here we go. And I'm like, what? No, this ain't the end. And I hit the button, and I'm like, son of a bitch, it's got 45 seconds left. It is the end. I'm like, Quentin, come on.
Which what it was trying to emphasize.
Only thing I didn't like about it.
Was that that was the gates opening. That was Rick Dalton, who was an obscure Hollywood actor, TV actor at the end of his career. This was him going through the gates and getting accepted into the new wave of cinema. Getting to eventually meet Roman Polanski and having another chance at his career.
Yeah, that's what I took from it too. But I I'm with you, Cody. I thought it would ended just like it should.
Yeah,
they didn't have to be accurate with the other stuff. This is a a fictional movie, and he ended it the way he thought maybe it should have ended. Instead of the craziness that we got in real life, he changed it up, and I liked how he did it. So
yeah, me too, definitely.
I don't know if we should rate this in PBRs. I mean, we all love this movie.
Yeah, I really cannot say enough good things about this movie. I think every time I watch it, I enjoy it a little bit more.
Same here.
I say I could. It's about a 3 PBR for me. But then again, this is my first time watch, and from what I gather, I need to watch it several more times before I can give it a really good official rating.
I'll give it a 6-pack just because it's over 2 hours and it's enjoyable, and you just sit there and you don't need to be drunk to watch this. I mean, it's great film.
Yeah.
So that's why I give it a 6er.
I'm right there. I really can't say anything. I can't give it a rating. In PBR, all I got to say is that if you have not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and you are at all a fan of classic cinema, you have to see this.
Out.
Yeah,
you have to.
Agreed. So, I know I'll probably duck out of here, gentlemen. I know you're going to do news from the holler, but I'll let y'all to it. I'm glad I got to be a part of this because I've always preached this movie, and I've gotten so many people to watch it because that's how awesome it is. So I hope people that have seen this show with us kind of doing our little take on it will go and watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah, and thanks so much, Poe. I feel like, because you being here and between all three of us, we gave a pretty good
well,
I would hope so.
Coverage of this film.
I gotta say too, on people that don't want to watch it because they're not fans of the ones in it. It's made in 2019, and Cody's been preaching to me since 2019. I need to watch this, and I haven't done it. And the only reason I watched it was because of this show. And this is Cody's pick, and he picked it. And I'm like, damn it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to do a free subscription to something. And he's like, oh no, motherfucker, I've done bought you a copy of the DVD.
There you go.
So, and I watched it, and I'm like, damn, I
Dude,
should have watched this a long time
speak
ago.
volumes. I've done that before. If I'm like, this is a badass movie, you need to watch it. What's it streaming on? I'll send you a copy. That's how badass this. And that's how we used to do it back in the day, kids. We used to lend tapes to each other.
Yep. Exactly.
But
and I was not a fan of Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio, but these are their finest roles. And
yes,
hands down.
Yes. So
I do
very
want
good film. I advise everybody to watch it.
I do want to leave you on this. I do want to propose a toast to our cocks, gentlemen, and I'm out. News from the holla.
All right. So some news from the holler. I do got a little bit of news, Cody. We got some Shudder releases coming out. Night Watch, Demons Forever. It is a
don't
remake
forget about
from a
Late Night with the Devil. Late Night
film.
with the Devil.
I haven't got that far yet. Yep, Late Night with the Devil. I definitely want to catch that one. We were talking about it before. Stop motion kind of seemed interesting. I think it's a psychological horror though. A woman who does stop motion for a living, and something gets in her head, and she sees her little stop motion stuff doing stuff they shouldn't be or something. But it looks interesting. I'll probably give it a watch if I get a chance. Fallout Season 2 has been greenlit. We were talking about that earlier, Walton Giggins and all that, or Goggins, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Goggins, whatever.
Coggins, I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, a great fucking actor, Walter. It is greenlit for season 2, as I figured it would be after I finished it. And we have a new cut of Alien releasing.
Really? How many cuts have we had of Alien now?
This one shows Sigourney Weaver's bush.
Oh.
Have you heard the bush story?
The bush cut. No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, you know in the spot where she comes out of stasis and she's in her little tank top and her panties? She refused to trim or shave. And she had like Afro Man coming out of there. And Ridley was talking about this. He's like, it cost a shit ton and it took forever. They hired a guy to airbrush it all out of the film. So they did that. Well, they're finally releasing it where you'll get to see Sigourney's bush. They're releasing the copy where it's not edited. So he said it was
Ridley
so
Scott
bad.
Is calling this the fuck you bitch cut.
Yeah, he was like, it was so bad she refused to trim or shave anything. And he said it was just, he said it was white and it took you out of the moment of the film. So they airbrushed it out and it cost a shit ton and it took weeks for them to get that done and airbrushed out. And that is pretty much all the news I have. Do you have anything, Code?
Really? Sigourney Weaver's bush was all you had?
That was the high point. That and the season 2 of Fallout. I figured that kind of fit hand in hand.
They both have bush?
No, Fallout has got nuclear fallout, so it burns all the bush off. But
oh, well, and
you got any news?
A little bit. Terrifier 3 has completed filming, so
Cool.
they're expecting that when? Next year, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, at the end of this year, I think. Maybe. I think they're doing
Into
like
2024 or early 2025.
Yeah, it's a Christmas theme.
Somewhere around there.
Art the
Yeah.
Clown Goes Christmas. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping this will be as good as Terrifier 2, but that's some pretty
I
that's some pretty
still have
difficult
not
things.
watched Terrifier 2 yet.
So much better than the original Terrifier. I mean, it's
Really.
what he does on a small budget with a small budget film is just amazing. Not just amazing for a small budget film. He makes it look like a big budget horror movie, and
Really.
it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, but it feels like an 80-minute slasher. That's how quickly it moves.
Yeah. Are you looking or
Fans
did
are
you fall
bringing
asleep?
back. I'm looking at my phone.
Okay.
Fans are bringing back the Friday the 13th game with a new resurrected build, and it will even include the Jason X content, which never got released.
How are they doing this? That's awesome.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I don't fucking know.
What the fuck? This is supposed to be the news. You're supposed to cover all the bases. What the hell? Come on, dude. I had Sigourney Weaver's Bush. Come on, you got to up game. You got to up your game. Shit. Uh-oh. Did we lose you?
No.
Oh, there he is. Okay. See, and for all you viewers, Cody does this shit in real life too.
Okay,
So-
they are bringing it back. It's going to be probably going to have to buy it again, it looks like, but it's Friday the 13th, the game dash resurrected. And it's intended to not only bring the game back to life, but also brand new playable content into the mix, including skins and characters from Jason X and the 2009 remake, and even fan films.
So I'm wondering if you have the 2009 remake, if or the original game they had, if that's going to be an upgrade, or if you're going to have to buy a new hard disk or download something new.
The team behind the fan-made build announced yesterday that the release date will be revealed on April 15th, with Resurrected initially launching for PC only.
Motherfuckers.
They've noted
That
in a
pisses me
series of
off.
response tweets that a console version of the mod is something they are currently considering.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to upgrade because I'm still rocking a PS4, so I'll have to upgrade to PS5. Because I guarantee it'd be PS5 only.
I am glad that it is at least coming back in some form, because that was way too cool a game.
Yeah. And here's the thing: if
Spirited
that old
Away.
bastard would release the rights where people could make money off
Victor
of it,
Miller, that cunt.
it would have been a great game. But they did good with what they had. So yeah, and I enjoyed it. But any more news, Code?
Oh, nothing besides Abigail, that new vampire movie from Blumhouse, is out now. About the little girl vampire that they, ballerina vampire that they kidnapped. Starts off as a heist movie, and then she turns the tables on them because she's a Dracula's daughter or some bullshit.
I hope it's good, but I got a feeling it's going to be a
too.
paint by numbers. Well, one thing for the news for our friends that are not on Shudder yet, there's one reason you need to subscribe to Shudder, and that's because The Last Drive-In is on Shudder, and that is Joe Bob fucking Briggs from back in the olden days of TNT's Monster Vision. Has Diana Prince as the male girl now, and dude, I just want to cover this. You watched the last one?
Yeah.
They covered the Toxic Avenger. Dude, I have not seen that movie, and I can't tell you when, because I was a little bitty shit when it
Holy
came out.
shit, man. I got to get a beer on that one.
I forgot how much fucking fun this movie was.
Have I ever told you about the first time I watched Toxic Avenger? Surely I have.
I don't think you have. Enlighten us. Why I get a new beer?
You will enjoy this because it is from a very familiar place for you. I was 7 years old, and you remember how Fred's dollar dollar discount. Well, I think it was just Fred's then.
Nope, it was Fred's then, and then later when I worked there, it was Fred's Super Dollar X.
Super
So yeah,
Dollar
it was
X,
Fred's back then.
And I was 7 years old, so 1987, 1988. And they up in between when you come in the doors between the registers and the photo booth, they would have a little gondola, a cardboard gondola, set up there full of discount VHSs.
Yeah.
And I saw one that I thought was a superhero movie, which it was only like $5 or something, but I just begged
For a
and pleaded.
VHS too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
of course, it's 1987.
Yeah, but if we have listeners that don't know, they'll be thinking DVD.
Oh, maybe. Hopefully not. But I
Well,
begged and
hopefully we
pleaded.
do. I want all the listeners we can get.
Yeah, true. But I begged and pleaded with my grandmother to get this movie, and she's like, "I don't know. I don't think this is a kids movie." I'm like, "Look, superhero." It was one that showed. It was like the cartoon poster with Toxie waving the American flag, and I'm like, "Look, he's a superhero." And then I got home and watched. And my grandmother never took back movies. But that one, I mean, I would not go as far to say as that it didn't scar me. And even at 7, I'd seen some fucked up shit growing up on a ranch, pulling calves.
But he was still a superhero.
Bull calves. And just when he goes at the scene, the first scene where he goes into the malt shop and is fucking murdering all the guys in there up in the malt shop, I was like, oh my God, he's fucking killing everybody. And,
but it was only assholes. He only killed people that deserved it.
Well, my 7-year-old mind did not understand that at the time. And then when he gets to the point where he's nailing his blind girlfriend in the tent, and they do that's when my grandmother happened to be walking through the room, and she turned it off. And I did not see the third act of the Toxic Avenger for several years after that, which then I watched all the sequels.
Question: does Grandma still have that VHS?
No, she took it back. She did. She took it, and she never took movies back. Yeah.
Wow. What'd she tell him? It was broke, or just you shouldn't sell this shit, or what?
I don't know, but she did take it back.
Wow. Well, knowing Fred, he took it back and put it back on there for the same damn price and sold it again.
Wish I would have kept it, because I mean, shit, it'd probably worth something. Well, I know it's a Troma film; it's probably not worth anything.
I don't know. The original VHS, I bet it would be, because they're VHS collectors, and especially if it smells moldy, because they love the moldy ones. I don't know what it is.
See, I've never heard about this mold fetish thing, and from anyone but you. I think you are probably jacking off. You're probably rapping like Michael J. You're rapping
no.
VHS around your dick and jacking off to it.
Nope, you need to listen. No, dude, this was on the Dave Z was talking about it. How there are all these guys on their show. Speaking of that, is Dave Z back on Exploding Heads, or this was on the Exploding Heads when I first heard about it and I started looking into it. Yeah, this is when I first heard about it. And speaking of that, we got to get Dave Z on our show one time. Somehow we'll have to do a weekend show, but
Definitely, yeah.
yeah, maybe we can get him when we finally cover the Phantasm films.
That would be perfect, actually.
That would be perfect. Yes. But is that all you got for the news, or?
Well, I think, unless you got other shit.
Okay. Oh, but Toxic Avenger. One more thing. The poor. What was the guy's name that turned into Toxic Avenger? Do you remember?
Melvin.
Melvin. Did nobody else is going to get this, but did that not make you think about Bird Dog?
Bird Dog?
Yeah.
I never thought about it before. No, it didn't.
Really did. He was running around with the mop. He was sticking it down in the pool water. Hey, how you doing? You know, and yeah, I was like, holy shit, this was Bird Dog before Bird Dog was born. But yeah, none of our
Bird Dog
viewers
was
will
live.
understand that. Not very old.
I haven't heard from Bird Dog in some time. Hope he's okay.
I haven't either. But because Bird Dog was born about the same time I was, so.
No, he's a year or two older than me.
Oh, no shit. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, I forget you age like shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got for the news. If that's all you got,
you know, yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well,
but I've still got the majority. I see you do. I do too. I still have the majority of a beer here. So, is there any upcoming horror that you're really looking forward to, Trav?
Not that. Well, I gotta admit that this show takes a lot out of me looking for upcoming horror because I'm looking for stuff we can cover for the show, and it's not upcoming. So I'm either watching your pick, Paul's pick, or my pick. And I think maybe we should keep this scenario going. Like we'll all right, my pick's next, and then we'll go with Paul, and then we'll go with your pick, like for the next 3 or 4 shows. Kind of makes things easier for a while, and maybe we'll change our layout from 2 films to 1 film so we can divulge in them a little better. And maybe have a little more time for news, even though we never come up with anything for the news. Folks, we're doing the best we can. It's all Google has to offer, damn it. So.
But and a big shout out again to Big Tom from WYSP.com, Big Tom and Gene show for hopping on. What a trooper to jump on with us from the hospital. Yeah.
No shit.
And they got a great show. They got a great network over there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get done checking this out, hop over there. They've got a lot of great shows on their network. And the Big
They've
Tom
even got
and
Grandpa
show.
on there too.
Yes.
Yep. Grandpa goes country.
Yeah, and those guys, they do 3 shows a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They're on from 7 to whenever. They usually do 3 or 4 hour shows, sometimes longer.
Oh
and these
my
guys
gosh, yeah.
never run out of stuff to talk about. And
I've been on one of them full length, and wow, yeah, it was a 3-hour show. I think 3 or 4 hour show on a Friday night. I didn't get done till like 12:30 in the morning. Yeah,
but they always keep it interesting. They always keep it fun. So yeah, definitely check out Big Tom and Gene live. And when you're done checking them out, come on back over to Dognut Media and check out all our great shows here. We've got, of course, the Backwoods Horror Show. We've got Mahoney Massacre. And hopefully we'll have another
Joey
Jack
T
Transmission
show
soon.
Yep.
Yeah. Get well soon, buddy.
Yep. Our thoughts and prayers to all of our comrades that couldn't make it on tonight. Grandpa had
Grandpa to get well
some
soon,
medical
buddy.
reasons, and then Joey T. I'm not sure if Joey T just doesn't like us or if he's, you know what I'm saying. This is the third time in a row. I'm just messing with you, Joey. I know, man. Life happens, brother. It's part of it. It's not like we do this for a living. It'd be different if we'd done this for a living. This is something we all do on the side. We
if
like
you
doing.
guys, that being said, if you guys want to hit the subscribe button on Rumble and YouTube and Twitter, and
Yep.
share it to everybody
Yeah.
you know.
Greatly
Maybe
appreciated.
someday we can do this for a living.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll get a better quality
Hey,
product.
I was about to say maybe our quality would go up. Oh, and don't forget about Spring Tea, where you can get all your beer glasses and
Teespring.com. Yes, you can
Teesprings,
get
yes.
your official Backwoods Horror Show merch.
Mm-hmm. And T-shirts and oh shit, that's an MTV shirt. Never mind. There's T-shirts on there too, and I've got one of them. And dude, did I tell you I went to the Pantera concert in Memphis? I ran into
Yes,
one
you did.
person. I ran into one person that knew our show.
Somebody knew our show?
Said they listened to our show. This is when I was buying beer. I don't know if maybe he was just hitting me up wanting me to buy him a beer or what. It's like, dude, I listened to your show, Backwoods. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, you guys rock. I'm like, awesome, man, but Pantera's playing. I got to run. He's like, yep, same here. And we grabbed beers and we hauled ass back to our seats.
Oh, he didn't ask you to buy him a beer after that? Maybe he did listen.
No, he didn't, but he might have. I mean, it was just that quick. He's like, holy shit, because I wore the T-shirt just for the hell of it, And, yeah. So, in Memphis. But here's the thing. I have no clue if he's from Memphis or where, because I didn't think to ask him where he's from or anything. So, yeah. He could have been probably within 2 to 4 hours of Memphis. So, small world. Pretty cool, though.
It is indeed. You are
Mhm.
100% correct there.
Yep.
I feel like we're missing something.
I do too. Does Poe have a show coming out we need to plug?
No, I don't think so. Sad Nation to Die For. Hopefully they'll get a new show out.
Oh,
pretty
yes,
soon.
yes. And crap, what was
Great
the
show.
show Poe was trying to get us all to do that he made me watch that really shitty little Bigfoot movie for, and we haven't reviewed it yet? Brain Damage, the 10-minute review.
Brain
Yeah.
Damage reviews, yeah.
Come on, Poe. You made me watch it. We need to do this soon because I'm afraid I'm probably going to have to rewatch it before we do it now. It's been so long. And I don't want to, but I feel I'm going to have to.
Well, Trav, do you have something against Sasquatches or something?
Oh, watch Little Bigfoot. Watch Little Bigfoot. Just watch it. It's on YouTube. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, it's not racist. It's Little Bigfoot. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of racism, take a wild guess. I cannot remember the name. Okay, we touched on this in the beginning. The first documented person in America to own slaves.
Yeah, I think I shared that clip. It was a black dude.
Yep, he's a black man. So yeah.
The more you know. Wait, do I have that drop?
You should.
Oh, I do.
All right, that's it. Poe can't go to sleep anymore. That's the whole reason I brought that up, because I figured you would ding it on. I'm like, son of a bitch, I might have to remind him to use it. And then you're like, hey, wait a minute, do I have that clip?
Well, you know who should remind me?
Henry fucking Rawlings. See, and Poe's slipping. I'm thinking Grandpa's going to have to slip him a little medication. Because we said Henry fucking Rawlings right at the beginning of the episode. See, right at the beginning of the episode, and nothing happened. I mean, we might have lost out of our, I think we had 8 subscribers then. I think we lost 2 of them when he didn't do that drop.
I think
You
we
know.
had like one viewer during this at some point.
Yeah. I have no clue who we got viewing, but yeah, our numbers are lower than what they were, but I want to give a big thank you to the people that have been hanging on listening to this shit show.
Yes.
I have
Yes,
no
yes.
clue. I have no
Why?
clue why you are, but thank you. And if you have any advice on how we can improve the show, how would make it more enjoyable to you, reach out and let us know.
I mean, aside from removing us as the host.
Well, we may work on something. I don't know. You know, we may
Wait,
change.
what's this?
Go ahead, that's it. Run out, run out.
That is our Wondercox fighting lounge. He's training fighting cocks now.
Yeah, and getting ready to record this next album.
That's and what people don't realize is all of that was recorded in Poe's backyard. That's his little neighbor kid that come over there to play, and all the damn cocks attacked him, and yeah, little feller didn't know he was training them. So, you know, it's not the neighbor's fault, it's not Poe's fault, but it's just shit that happens. But
Well,
you know,
that's what happens when you walk in the casino's cockfighting school.
exactly.
But that
Yeah.
being said, thank you everyone again for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as much as we did. I was thrilled, Trap. Finally got around to watching it.
I was
and
only disappointed in the ending, the very ending, because I thought it was fixing to gas into something bigger than what we saw.
well, that was the beauty of it. The third act, it just builds up so much that it just leaves you wanting more, because
Exactly.
it delivers such a payoff that it gets you so amped up by the end, you don't want it to end. And
No, not that. I just thought it was going to the next level.
yeah, which it didn't help that people leaked. Some people, Quentin had some people leak fake scripts because of his previous movie that it got the script leaked. Or the Hateful Eight got the script leaked.
Yeah.
And
I have got to watch that one again because I watched it when I couldn't really pay really good attention to it, and I didn't care for it.
It was good. It wasn't. I didn't love it like I usually love Tarantino films, and the same with Django Unchained. I liked it, but I didn't love it like I had previous Tarantino films.
Yeah,
And then he came back. He came back with this. Once
I
Upon
don't
a Time
even
in Hollywood.
remember Django, to tell you the truth.
I'm just not a big Jamie Foxx fan. I've tried to be. I liked him back on In Living Color, but I've
tell you
never
what,
been able to take him serious as a serious.
I wasn't either until he fucked up and got the vaccine, and then he come back saying, "Yeah, the vaccine fucked me up. Nobody should need to take it." And now I respect the hell out of him.
Well, he had the balls to go against mainstream Hollywood liberals and say, "Hey, you know."
Yeah, exactly. This fucking vaccine has
Shit,
fucked
damn
me
near
up.
killed me. But yeah.
Granted, I did like his vampire flick that he come out with a while back. What
I
was
didn't
that one?
watch it. I didn't watch it yet. Night Shift or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think it is Night Shift. And I actually, dude, it was one of them I threw on just like, I forgot I was eating supper, fixing supper, and the kids were home, and I just threw it on while we were eating, and I was like, damn, I got hooked to it, and I had to stop it and back it up and watch it. And actually, it's very enjoyable. It's not bad.
Well, you got to wonder why, an Academy Award winning actor decides to do a vampire flick. Because usually once they get Academy Award status, they're not touching horror. At least not mainstream horror.
Dude, it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Now, granted, it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it was put together well, had a good script, had a good plot, and it's enjoyable. Now, will it go down in time like The Lost Boys or something like that? No, of course not. But it's a good, solid film. It's definitely worth watching, especially with all the shit horror they put out. And this one was, excuse me, a Hollywood horror too, and it was enjoyable. I guess I could say I was surprised by it. Is what got me the biggest thing. Is I was not expecting anything out of it.
I'll have to check it out then.
All right, folks. Well, for our next show, it is my pick, and I'm on a fence. I kind of want to continue with the Tarantino vibe, but I think we might take a break from Tarantino and go on that next. And my next pick is going to be Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Sutherland. And I was kind of dreading doing this after me and you talk because it's been a long time since I've seen it. And when I first saw it, I really liked it. Of course, this is back before we went to wireless shit when I saw it, and now I'm kind of concerned to watch it again because it kind of blew me away back then.
There are some great practical effects in it, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it since I was a teenager, so.
We'll see. And the practical effects and everything back then had to be wired. We didn't have all this wireless shit. So I think we're going to stay steadfast on it. And for Travis's pick, it's going to be Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis and the good old Donald in it. And we'll just go with that. But I have noticed, I listened back on our last shows, it seems like we do better reviewing shit than we do good movies. So it may be a better show if it is shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shit is as shit does.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So thanks to all of our viewers. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know what platform you're watching on.
Share.
Please share it. None of that, just Dognut Media in general. I mean, check it out. Dognut Media is on Rumble. You can check out on Teespring for all Dognut Media merchandise. We got tons of good shows on here. We got Mahoney's Madhouse. We have Joey T's show.
Jack Transmission.
Yep, yeah. Jack Transmission. I always try to call it from the former show. For some reason, it's imprinted in my brain. We have Pose.
Ne'er-do-wells occasionally.
Ne'er-do-wells occasionally. Dognut Social Hour occasionally. And Brain Damage. It's a 10-minute review Poe does with certain victims he picks to review these very, very, very shitty movies. I'm the next victim when he decides that I need to do this, and I'm probably going to watch the fucking movie again. So, but anyway, thank you, and to all, a good night.
Till next time, folks.
All right.
Amazing!
the fuck is it with us and like Joey T is like our fucking curse. I'm gonna start calling
Yeah,
him
we're still
COVID T.
alive.
We are? What? Joey, I love you, but you are kind of our curse. We're gonna start calling you COVID T.
I think we're his curse. I honestly do. I think we're
Yeah.
his curse.
I know every
we've,
time we schedule him to be on
We're
our
killing the
show.
guy. We're killing him.
Yeah. Poor guy's like 2 hip replacements in, COVID. Now whatever he's got now, then when he finally gets good in health, we schedule him to come on the show and they start working him all this fucking overtime and
Fuck, we might kill him next time. I'm
poor
worried
guy.
about it.
We might. I am too. I think we just need to tell him when he's feeling good and he ain't working to fucking jump in. I don't even want to schedule him anymore. We might kill him.
Yeah, just message us and we'll set it up. Welcome to the post show, everybody.
Oh damn, Grandpa! We
But
hope
yeah, what
you
a
are
show! What a show!
getting better. Yeah, thank God we had producer Poe to jump on with us. He kind of gave us our third retrospective.
Yeah, the only talented member of this crew.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pretty good at drinking beer, but that's about it. Drinking beer and shooting deer. But all right. So should we sign off again and see if you can get it right this time?
You know what? Why not? That being said, hold on, I gotta go. What the fuck? Bunch of goddamn fucking hippies.
Amazing!